Yo, 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 where we at? Yo, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Listen, tag somebody. I want you to tag somebody. Get them in here. We talking about balance. Hit that like button. Like, share, tag. Tag somebody. Tell them we talking about finding balance. Come on, get them in here. Get them in here. Tell them we live. You don't want to miss it. Tell them better get in because it's coming down right after we in. You better get in while you can. Tell everybody we live. We talking about finding balance. Who we got? Let me know who we got. Come on. State your name when you come in the building. Who we got? I can't see who we got. Like, share, and comment. Do me a favor. Share this with many people as possible. I know it's going to be life-changing. Do me a favor. Share this with many people as possible. Don't be selfish. And hit that like button. It's going to be awesome. Thank everybody for tuning in. Come on, we're going to get started about 45 more seconds. Come on, tag some people. Get them in here and say, come on, man, you know you need that balance. Come on, let's go ahead. Come with me for a few minutes. We about to chop it up. Talking about finding balance. Hit that like button. It's for free. Kelly says she in the building. Listen, hitting that like button for free. Sharing it, tagging somebody, that's for free. I ain't even asked you for no money yet, so do me a favor. Hit that like button. We about to get started. I pray everybody had a fantastic Wednesday. You didn't let nobody upset you. You still striving, still moving on. Do me a favor. Hit that like button because we talking about finding balance. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. Come on. Who we got? I mean, you know, I see you, Mr. Wonder. You're a waymaker. Yeah. Come on. We about to get started. We about to go in because we talking about finding balance. Everybody needs that balance in their life. So come on in. Come on in the room. It's going to be epic. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be nice. It's going to be great. Yup. We about to get started. We talking about finding balance. Last week, what we talked about last week? Come on, what we talked about last week? What we talked about last week? What we had to work on last week? Come on, somebody put it in the comments. Yep, Kelly said it. Get some rest. That's what we was talking about last week. So how many of you got some rest? Be honest. Don't lie. Tell the truth. How many of you got some rest? How many of you got some rest? Right? And we talked about how rest is important. Right? It's very important that you get rest. Because if you don't get the rest you need, you have lack of alertness, right? You have relationship stress. You know, it messes with your quality of life, right? You can't think, you can't function. You get tired, you get moody, your body not right when you don't have that proper rest. We also talked about you can't do everything, right? You only got a certain amount of time in the day, so you can't be Superwoman, you can't be Superman. You cannot do everything. So just go ahead and get it through your head. I can't do everything. But what I can do is set people up around me to do what I need to be done, right? If you're in that kind of position, you're in that kind of leadership and that authority, you set people up around you so you can get what you done, so you won't get burnt out. That's what we talked about, right? So we're getting ready to get into week 2. And we talking about having that one for this week. Everybody need to do talk to your family. Come on, put that in the comments. Talk to your family. That's what we talking about. Everybody think that's not no. Talk to your family. I'm talking about in your house. I ain't talking about Lil Ray Ray and them, your cousin, your third cousin down the street. I ain't talking about Lil Pook and them on the other side of town. I'm talking about the people that's in the house you stay in. That's what I'm talking about when we talk about talking to your family. All right? Talk to your family. Come on, put that in the comments. Talking to your family. Having conversations is so very important when we're talking about finding balance. Having those conversations, your husband, your wife, your kids, it is so very critical. It's so very important that you have those conversations, right? Because if you don't have those conversations, you don't know what areas you need to work in. You don't know what areas like you need to improve in that they may see that you might not even see, right? You may be doing some things that that your spouse don't like, but if you never had that conversation, you gonna always be frustrated and mad because they not doing what you thinking in your head that they should be doing. But all you have to do is have a conversation. Like, look, you working too much. Let's just balance this out. Have those conversations is so very critical. Have a conversation about their perception of you, what they think about, the time you spending at the gym, or the time you spending on the job, the time you spending going hanging out with your friends, or whatever the case may be. What are their perceptions, right? What are their opinions? They ask them, what do you need to work on? Right? That way you can take all that stuff in consideration when it comes to balancing your life. Because you think that you're doing a good job. You think that, you're doing this, but the whole time, the people that you're living with, they're miserable, they're mad, they're upset because you doing stuff that they don't approve of, that they don't like, that it get on their nerves. But it's very important that you have those conversations, right? Have those conversations even if they hurt, right? But it's very critical that you have conversations. You might think they petty. The conversation is petty. But if I need to know what get on your nerves, right? Let me know. Like I don't understand this. Look, when it comes to Kelly, I like to talk about her. Like, I don't understand this, right? She'll go in there, clip her fingernail with no problem. But as soon as she hear me do it, she come in there slamming doors, acting like I done shot guns and everything. It aggravates her that I clip my fingernail, right? But if she don't know, come out and tell me that, I keep doing it. Now she mad. It getting under her skin. You know what I'm saying? Petty little stuff like that. Talk about it. Talk about it. That way I ain't gonna do that while she here. I'll wait. I'll go somewhere else. It's little simple stuff like that. Those conversations that you need to have in your household so everybody can be happy. You can't, like we talked about last week, you can't be filled up and overflowing, right? If you're not happy. You can't be a good husband if you're not happy. You can't be a good wife if you're not happy. So having those conversations, I'm doing too much, should I do more, is very important, right? Have those conversations with your kids. You got to tell them. Tell your husband, don't just ignore things that can help them get better. Don't ignore things that, that'll make them look stupid going out in public. right? Have those conversations so they can get better as a person, and you know, as a mom, as a dad, you know, y'all family. So let me know when I'm going wrong at, right? Don't be afraid to hold me accountable, you know, especially we family, we husband, we wife, we son, we daughter, you know, let me know. That way I can get better. That way I can make sure you happy. Because if your wife not happy and your husband not happy, you can't be effective. We talked about that last week. If everybody around you, they're not happy, you're not balanced on the inside. So bringing balance to your life is making sure the people around you, they're satisfied, you know, what you're doing. You know, they content with how you work. You know, it don't cause them to become unbalanced. Because a lot of times, you know, we'll be doing things in life and working and think that we serving a purpose and think that we're doing good, but the whole time our family struggling, our family going through hell because you never home, or you working too much, or you going, you know, you chilling at the gym too much, or you buy a little Ray house shooting pool too much. But if you don't have those conversations, you'll never be able to get balanced. You'll never be able to get to the place where you can truly be effective. You can't be effective if people mad at you that's around you. I can't be effective if everybody in my house don't like me. How can I be a good daddy or a good husband when they can't stand when I come home? Come on. How can I be? But if we don't have those conversations, the ones that hurt, I can't know what to improve at, right? So, you know, if your house good, you know, your family happy, then you on your way to being balanced till you can go out and reach the world. You can go out and be productive. But your house cannot be tore up. Everybody can't be mad. Then you go out there and say you're gonna be a leader. You're gonna be this guy that everybody gonna look up to. How you gonna expect people in the world to look up to you when your own kids don't want to look up to you up at home? They don't respect you because the things that you do, right? Everything is gonna start at home. Then you go out there on the job. You know, then you go out there, you know, to your business. Then you go out there in the world and you be effective. Make sure your home is straight first. Make sure they approve with how you living. Make, you know, not just letting you getting away with it because you know, hold me accountable if you know I'm doing wrong and I don't supposed to be doing that, right? That's how you on your way to getting balanced, you know, making sure the people around you ain't happy. I ain't talking about, like I said, I ain't talking about little JoJo and them down the road. I ain't talking about little Pook and them around the corner. I'm talking about the people that's in your house. Make sure the people in your house are happy. Your home, your family at home come first. Before anything, let's get this right. You can't say I'm balanced. I run a successful business, but my house is miserable. Nah, that ain't how God operates. God wants you to love him, and you make sure your family at home straight first. Make sure everybody around you connected. Make sure everybody, you know, they happy and things like that. What's up, Ma? Monique? I see my mom on here. Right? And then you have to allow people to help you. Allow them to tell you the truth. Allow them, you know, to give you, you know, their opinions. Can't get mad at their opinion if they feel like, you know, you can do this better, right? You know, I had to learn, you know, Kelly, all the time, the way I talk, the way I say stuff. I ain't like it, but to her, you know, she see it offensive to people. So, you know, like, watch what you say, how you say it, because you know, to me, I might think it's okay the way I say it. I might not think nothing wrong with how I say it, but she looking at it at another way. She looking at how people take it, and you know, so I had to learn the list. Like, you know, you shouldn't say that. You know, it'll be it, and you know, I learned, and she know she been right. You know, several times. You know, she told me when the last time I preached, don't say that. Use another one. Not saying it was wrong or what I did, right? Not saying it was bad, but she told me not to do it. Told me don't do it, and I did it anyway, and it backfired in my face, right? But like I say, I learned from it. We cleaned it up, and we moved on. But like I'm saying, you gotta learn the people. You gotta allow the people around you to hold you accountable and give you tell you like, nah, don't do that. That ain't cool. And that's your way of being balanced. Especially your family. Allow them to give you their opinion because they know you better than anybody, right? When I die, Kelly better preach my funeral. I don't want nobody else to preach my funeral but her because she the only one that know me. She know me better than my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother. She know me better than anybody. So you preach my funeral. That's how the people in your house that you live with. Allow them to give you instruction, how they feel because they know you better than anybody. So if you can't accept the people that you live with telling you something, you can't accept going out in the world. You can't accept them telling other people telling you stuff. You ain't gonna be able to accept people telling you stuff on the job, right? So what I'm saying is allow the people around you to help you grow. Allow your kids to sit you down and tell you, like, look, you working too much. I don't like the way you talk to me. I don't, allow your kids to don't just get mad because they telling you. Maybe it's the reason why it's happening. But we gotta allow the people that surround us, to give us their opinion so we can grow and we can get better as mom, as dads, as leaders, as uncles, as aunties, in areas like that, right? And we have to accept. Now that's y'all excuse me. Listen, allow them, your family, set boundaries at home. Set boundaries at home. You and your wife, y'all come to agreement. Y'all set boundaries and set rules and put stuff in place, right? If you got a rule, no cell phones at the table while we eat, it ain't gonna be no cell phones at the table while we eat, right? You set boundaries to protect your family. Nah, work 3 weekends in a row. This weekend we gonna take off, and it's gonna be family time, right? You set boundaries from your family, from the world. Let them know, look, the family, we gotta keep this together before anything. That's the most important thing, is keeping the family together, right? Because, you got to look out for one another. Look out for your spouse. Look out, for your husband. They might not say certain stuff, or they might not speak up on certain things. One of the things that, like again with Kelly. Kelly got a good heart. A good heart, right? And she got this thing when she don't tell people no. Like when people ask for stuff, she don't tell them no. And people, some people, they'll use you. They'll keep using you and using you, and the whole time they don't want to give you nothing. Like I know people, they'll keep using you. They want stuff for free. Kelly, no, I can't stand that. People, she doing stuff for people for free. I know some people, especially in my family, and I better not know about it. If she wants to get it done, I ain't gonna know about it. But what I'm saying is, you can't allow people to use your mouth. Use people around you. Then how you gonna get balance if people using you, right? Especially for free. You don't be everything too high. Everything going up. So ain't nobody got time to be spending my family time for doing something for you for free. The reason why I get mad because she don't have to prove what she can do, right? She got her resume, her degrees, it stamps that she's official. So I ain't got to do nothing for free to try to get you to get some work. I'm good at what I do. You coming to me because I'm good. So that's where I'm at, to keep her balanced, to keep her straight. You ain't about to be using my wife. No, you want it, you pay for it. Not go to somebody else. But so her heart, she got a big heart. She feel like she just got to help everybody. She got a tech business. She figuring out how to get people discount. No, you make them pay you. You make them pay you. Pay you. You stand up 1 o'clock in the morning doing stuff for half off and free. You can never be bound. You'll never be successful. You got to start telling people no. You got to know when to not stop. No, I ain't doing it. Okay, cool. But no, people will use you. And as husband, as wife, you got to look out for one another to keep them balanced. Because certain stuff she ain't going to say. But I will. The vice versa. She looks out for me. That's why you look out for one another in your house so you can stay balanced. Especially in this time of day, people will use you and get over you. Especially they think because you go to church, you just supposed to be nice and just do everything for free. No, I look like just keep doing everything for free. How I'm ever get where I'm going? How I'm ever leave something for my daughter, my stuff, and you stand up, you burnt out because you trying to do everything for free for everybody else. That time that you doing for free, you could be spending it with your family. Now you can't understand why you so stressed out. You ain't unbalanced because you too busy trying to do everything for everybody else. No, you make sure your home straight. You make sure you straight first. That's what they doing for free. You gonna get whenever I can get to it. If I can't get to it, if I decide to do it. No, we ain't gonna do that because you'll never get balanced. You'll never get to where you're going if you just keep letting people mess over you. You cannot allow people to mess over you and use you just because you nice, you got a good heart. That ain't gonna happen. She done done that good enough. So, cause anything she do, she perfected. Anything. So don't if you on here now, don't you dare ask to do it for free. Don't cause we're gonna have a problem. Cause it ain't right. And why would you want people want to keep getting stuff for free anyway? People time. We talking about balance. You can't get balance if you trying to worry about everybody else feeling. No, you go. If you want me to do this, you gonna have to pay me. I ain't gotta prove you what I can do. I know what I can do. If you want me to do it, you gotta pay me. After I was telling a few months ago, I know what I can do. So you gotta pay me. Don't let people do, because people will use you and mess over you. Now you can't understand why your life ain't balanced. You can't understand why you can't get to where you going. You done missed out on so many opportunities because you trying to look out for people that ain't gonna get what you gonna get out of keep doing stuff for free and for other people that ain't hit. No, you gotta make sure you straight first. We ain't in a position to do nothing for free. We ain't got $1 million yet. So we can't do nothing. So every minute counts. You gotta every minute, every second counts. I ain't got time to be doing, nothing for free. So let's get that straight. Okay, I gotta go. I get off track, right? I want you to catch this. Except that, being unbalanced, sometimes you can't avoid it. I don't want you to think that your life gonna be perfectly balanced, because it's not. You gotta accept the fact that sometimes things gonna happen. Long as you're living, things are going to happen. So what I'm saying is, don't get frustrated and think your life is not balanced if things happen, right? Because, like, for example, we eat every day and at a certain time. But Kelly, she got this contract she got to close on. She got to stay up. That's cool. I understand that. Right? I understand. I understand that it's certain times that, she might have to stay up late to finish the contract or finish getting stuff in. I understand that. So I'm not to where I'm saying that everything's supposed to be balanced. No, because it's not. Everything not gonna go out, but understanding is another key of being balanced. I understand the type, the job she had, and I understand the stuff that she do, but I don't understand when she's doing for free. We don't have no understanding about that. So other stuff, you gotta accept that. You gotta understand that sometimes things gonna happen. Sometimes you gotta work late. At work we work late all the time. I don't know why the Shell Narco, they'll tell you 5 minutes before it's time for you to get off that you gotta stay late. I'm telling you, they'll come tell you right before you time for you to get off. You already got in your head you about to go, and they come say you gotta stay late. So what I'm saying is, things going to happen, right? But I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So you gotta expect those things to happen. But just working, just keep working, just working. You know, you can take time off, but you won't. Now that's wrong. Now that's wrong, because you cheating your family and you're not being fair to your family. Now just working. I'm talking about work 2-3 years straight without taking a vacation, or without taking your family out. Now that's wrong. But if stuff come up and you do have to stay late, something like that, I understand that. Or you got to be able to y'all get what I'm saying? Like things are going to happen where it's going to interrupt your plans that you got with your family. Sometimes you're not gonna you're not gonna be able to eat together. I have to catch something on the road, or because things are going to happen, right? Because that's life. But what I'm saying is, the things that we can control, we got to make sure we control it in our house, right? So we can be balanced on the inside. You're not balanced if you work every single day and don't spend time with your family. Money, if you got a wrong, you got to make sure your family's straight. The money gonna come. You put God, make sure your family's straight. That's cool. If you working so much, just working, and you don't want to come home, something wrong. And that's when you need to have those conversations. I work with men that they'll rather work all day than just to go home. They'll go stop at the daiquiri shop. They'll go shoot pool. They'll do all this stuff just so they won't come home. That's an unbalanced individual. I'd be happy to come home. I can't wait till I get home, right? Because I'm now, anything that's going on in my house, I'm gonna fix it, because I can't be effective if I got problems at home. Yeah, I can't understand how men, women too, they'll just try to avoid the problems at home and go out in the world and be effective. I don't know. For me, I'm speaking for me. I can't do it because my mind be discombobulated. If I know Kelly mad or got a problem, I can't be effective at work. I gotta go to, especially at the job. I don't work in an ice cream factory. I work at a place where something can blow up at any minute, right? So what I'm saying is, my head got to be clear. So when I leave and it ain't straight, I got to make sure that's straight, right? I'm getting ready to go. Watch this. So what I'm saying is that's why the divorce rate is so high, because we don't have those conversations to keep one another balanced. That's why the divorce rate high, because your house tore up and you allow your spouse to leave. And knowing y'all on bad terms. See, that's what we do right there. I gotta go. That's what we do. You allow the enemy to come in. Every time, y'all on bad terms, or, your house is unbalanced and you leave that house, you allowing the enemy to come in and make that situation worse than what it is. Let me make it make sense, right? So, the woman's supposed to cook. They supposed to cook, make sure and stuff the house straight. So, if Kelly mad, say, I ain't cooking. I leave. I go down the street, and get me something to eat because I was hungry. But then I come back, she done cook, but I done got what I need now. So I ain't hungry. So now it's another problem. It's another issue, because we have too much pride to sit down and have that conversation. You'd rather just have pride and let your partner leave, knowing that they hungry, knowing that y'all got problems, knowing that I gotta make sure we don't fail, but knowing that and they leave, how you don't think the devil gonna come in and do stuff and make the situation worse? You can't allow that. That's how the enemy, he be waiting. He just be waiting on a spot to just come in at, right? So I don't leave. I try to go in the other room or go on the couch or something like that. But I'm learning, don't leave, because if you leave without fixing the issue, it opens in the door. Why? Because you already mad, you already vulnerable, you already in your feelings. So what the devil gonna hit you quick. And now here it is. You done got adultery. You done committed adultery. You done went slept with somebody else. Why? Because you left that house without having a conversation. Right? You done left that house without talking to one another. Making sure you stay balanced, right? That's what we gotta know when we're balanced. You mature enough. All right, we're gonna figure this thing out. I'm not gonna leave knowing I'm hungry. So who wrong, right? If you leave because you hungry, then you get something to eat, but you come back home, you don't want to eat because you ate already, but you ate at home. Now that's another problem. So what you get what I'm saying? I want to use that example. I wanted to use something else, but we're on Facebook. But what I'm saying is, don't get an enemy room to come in and cause problems. Have those critical conversations with one another, right? Even the petty ones. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna help you get better, right? Tell one another when they looking. No, don't wear that. Don't wear that. Don't wear that. When I was coming up in high school, I didn't. When I had, my other girlfriend, they used to have on this crazy stuff. I ain't tell them nothing, but I be mad as I don't know what in public. Why you got that on? I be saying in my head, but we ain't married, so I ain't gonna tell you nothing, right? So it's making me feel bad as a person. That's the same way you get married. If you know how they dress, they get on your nerve, tell them. Don't wear that. You just gonna make me mad. But a lot of us, we allow little petty stuff like that to go on, and we'll be aggravated and frustrated the whole time. No, go fix your hair. No, I ain't gonna dare let Kelly leave out because I know what my expectations is. We were late when the sun's reported. No, you gonna fix your hair. We ain't going out like that. We just gonna be late. I'd rather us to be late than me mad the whole time. What I'm saying is you got to keep each other in balance. Keep each other, that's what it's gonna take. Your house first. You got to make sure your house balanced. Look out for one another. Have one another back. Have those conversations. Those conversations are very critical. So look out for one another, right? And also remember that, like I say, sometimes you can't stop things that happen. You can't stop stuff that's gonna happen. We're talking about finding balance. Finding balance is not easy. Let's just be honest. It's not easy, but it takes a lot of renewing of your mind and a lot of discipline. Like we said last week, balance is not a place that you go. It's not a vacation. It's not a little spot you can go and get balance. No, balance is a daily thing. It's a process, right? And once you get it, you're gonna love it. Once you get it, you'll start looking at life totally different. You'll feel a whole lot better about things. Why? Because you're balanced, right? And then once you get to that level, you can be effective. You can really be who God called you to be. Because you balance, your life is balanced. All the petty stuff, it can't phase you. It can't trick you out of your position. But you got to allow the petty stuff in life to make you. You got to allow that stuff to balance you, having those conversations and realizing what you got to stop doing and what you need to start doing. That's how your life is balanced. Remember, you can't do everything, right? That's another thing that a lot of, especially men, had this problem. They feel like they got to just work. You got to do everything. No, you cannot do it. All you're doing is hurting yourself. And you're hurting the people around you because you're not allowing them to grow. You're not allowing them to, to walk in they calling and be true because you just micromanager. You on top of them. You trying to do everything. No, a balanced person gonna understand when I need to step back. A balanced person gonna understand like when I gotta say no. You know, that's what a true balance. It don't make you less of a person because you allow people to help you. Like what? You know what we get that at? You got to allow people around you to help you to get better. You got to allow that. You can't have this attitude like I know everything. I used to be like, that was one of the worst things, a part of my life, thinking I know everything. No, you can't tell me nothing, right? So you got to allow people around you, especially the ones that know you, right? Especially, you know, you don't got to, like I say, nobody know me better than Kelly. So when she tell me something, I know it's coming from a pure place. I know it's coming from a true, honest place. It's coming out of love. So, you know, you should be able to accept something coming from your husband or your wife. Because they only telling you the truth that's going to make you better as a, you know, as a person. So it allow the people around you to grow. And don't get offended by every little thing. Every little thing that people say, you get offended by it. No. Like me, if I tell you something, I'm only telling you because I care. The problem is if I don't tell you something, then that's the issue. I don't care what you do. You live your life how you want to live it. But if you got people that's telling you something, you know, and just, you know, think about it like, you know, they trying to help you. They trying to help you get better. It's tough when nobody telling you nothing. That's a dangerous situation. You got nobody around you telling you absolutely nothing. Either that they don't like being around you, they can't stand you, or you just doing something that nobody want to have no part of, right? I want to be around people that's gonna help me. I don't want, you know, be around nobody where they're afraid to tell me something because I need to know, you know, to keep me balanced. You know, I might talk crazy, but I'm gonna think about it. Everything people tell me, I think about it. I might not do it that second, but you can rest assured I'm gonna meditate and think about it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Allow the people around you, you know, to help you grow so that you can be who God called you to be. You can't be balanced if you don't want to let the people that's really close to you point out things in your life, right? That don't mean they judge you or they picking on you. No. This is what I look at. A lot of stuff we don't see, but the people around you can see it. So allow those people to help you. Especially if you married, it's your mom, your dad, you know, even your kids. Allow them to tell you that because I'm pretty sure most of the time it's coming from an honest place. And they just want you to get better. Maybe you don't think it's stupid what you're doing, but to them or to other people, it may be stupid. So allow people to help you grow, right? This is week 2. Talk to your family. Don't get mad when they tell you stuff. Don't get in your feelings. Leave your feelings where they at. You know, if you want to get balanced, you want to get to that place, leave your feelings where they at and allow people to help you grow, man. I'm telling you, once you allow people to tell you stuff, and you know, it's cool. It ain't about checking you. We all know you're grown. We know you're a man, you're a woman. We understand that, but no, we trying to help you grow, right? That's where I'm at. I want to, you know, just run with a bunch of people that's trying to grow and trying to figure this thing out about life, right? And so we can create generational wealth so we can pass it on to the next generation. I'm just trying to break generational curses off my family, you know, and things that my family went through in the past. But you cannot break generational curses if you're going through life unbalanced. You have to find balance. You find balance, you're very well on your way to being successful. But finding balance is not easy. You got to accept certain things. You got to accept that, like, some people not going to change. It just is what it is. Accept that you've been with them for 2 years and they still not going to do right. They made promises and you have to accept things. You just got to accept it, right? That's the part of being balanced. Just accept it. Like, some people, they would never change. Some people would never be a man or woman of their word, right? But you have to accept reality if you want to find balance, if you want to grow, and you want to be effective. You cannot be effective if you're not willing to accept reality around you. You start accepting reality around you, you can start fixing stuff. The reason why most people can't fix problems in their life because they haven't accept reality yet. You too busy waiting on Book Popeye to do what he say he gonna do. You keep waiting on him to tell for him to marry you. He ain't marry you all this time. He ain't gonna marry you. All right, you keep waiting on stuff to happen. It is not happening the whole time. You just wasting time. And you can't never become fully unbalanced because you don't want to accept the fact I made a bad mistake. I shouldn't have went. I shouldn't have. Something told me not to go get in a relationship with her. But soon as you accept reality, you can start finding balance. Because when you accept reality, that means you transform your mind. You don't transform your mind, you can't become balanced. So week 1, we talked about what? Getting some rest, right? It's very important that you get some rest. Week 2, have that conversation with your family at home, who you live with. I ain't talking about boogaloo them down the road. Have that, heart-to-heart conversation with your family. What do I need to improve at, right? What can I get better at? How can I, make your day easier? What can I do, right? That's how you be on your way to get balanced. We ain't gonna talk about going out there and serving the world if your house not jacked up. First, you got to get you straight as a person, as an individual. Then you get your family straight. That's what's next. It's not your job. It's not your business. It's not your Rotary Club. It's not your church. It's not that. It's your family. Make sure you take care of home. For the young people, the young generation, you take care of home, right? You married, you take care of home. Make sure your home is straight first. I don't care what nobody tell you. You make sure your home straight first, right? You never discuss divorce. When y'all sit down and have that conversation about what can we do, don't bring up divorce. You could bring up hitting them in their head with a bat or something, or you gonna step but don't never talk about divorce. Never bring up divorce because guys didn't ordain divorce. Getting divorced is not of God. You can listen to these celebrities talking about they want to live their life and they want to have fun and all that. No. Divorce, God meant it for you to be married. He said he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. He did not tell you about if your wife getting on your nerves, you go get a divorce. Or your husband working too much, you go get a divorce. Or he spending too much time with his friend, you bring up divorce. No, you don't bring up divorce. What you do is you sit down, you have those conversations before divorce even become a topic. The problem is we don't want to sit down and have those tough conversations. Now in the build up, so it got all out of hand. We gotta talk about divorce because at this point you done made me look like a fool, right? You done made me look like a plumb fool because we didn't sit down when we thought stuff was too petty. We was thinking that certain stuff that you don't need to talk about. It got bigger and bigger. Now it blew up. It's out of control. Your husband, he got 3 kids with another woman and all type of stuff. Just got all kinds of scandals going on. Before you allow the enemy to come in and destroy your home, you have those tough conversations. Have those conversations, so we can fix where we going. It don't quit wait till stuff get out of hand. Quit wait till stuff blow up and explode. No, if it's petty, bring it up. Because you could be getting on that nerve. Like I say, Kelly, she clip her nails all day long. But she'll get steaming mad if she hear me clipping my fingernail. I don't know why. I never understand it. I ain't gonna try to figure out. But I know I try to go somewhere, turn the music on, something, just so she won't come in there slamming door. But what I'm saying is, have those conversations so you can know your husband, know your wife, and know your kids. Know what makes them mad. Know what they don't like. No, just have those conversations. It's cool. Tell you gotta speak up and tell your wife why you keep wearing that every time we go to sleep. You wearing that same gown. Put something else on. You got that same do-rag. Don't wear a do-rag tonight. You know, but a lot of men, they be scared to have those conversations. Tell them what bothers you on the inside. If you're going to become balanced, you're going to have to open up your mouth so you can become balanced. Tell them, look, you been wearing that. Don't go to sleep with that no more. Wear something else. You know, it's stuff that you don't think it's a big deal. It really is. Because you'll be going to bed mad every night because your wife wearing a gown that you don't even like. You can't stand that gown that they got on. You won't say a word though. You can't stand when they put their hair in that doggone do-rag. It eats you up, but you won't say one word. Now I hear you done went to sleep mad instead of you just sitting down. Look, we gonna go buy you something else. Look, you gonna be wearing it. You know, have those conversations. Even if you think they petty, man, then that's how you grow, right? That's how you get balanced. You know, I'm just being honest. You know, tell you know, I'm cool with it. Kelly tell me stuff. She tell me stuff. You know, I like it because it lets me know what she don't like. I know what's gonna make her mad. I know what's gonna make her happy. Right? I know that's what it is. That's how you find balance. You have to find balance, knowing the people around you. That way you can help them grow. You can help them, you know, get to where they're going. All right. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in for week 2. We're going to be in week 3. Be sure you bring somebody with you. Remember what we said. Let's go back. Well, let's go back, class. Week 1, we talked about getting some rest. Week 2, we talking about having that talk with your family. Have that talk, man. Talk everything. Listen, you need, you know, why? Tell them whatever women, whatever get on your nerves, tell them. All right, good night, Mom. I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Tell them, look, you need to take that trash out every day. Don't be leaving that trash. Tell the stuff that gets on your nerves. So you'll be mad. Your whole day messed up at work because your husband have left the trash inside again. Have those conversations, even if you think they stupid. Bring it up. Let's get it out there. Speak it out your mouth. Quit holding that stuff in. That way we can grow. That way we can get better. Especially, man, the people that you love. Listen, I want you to give. I want you to sow a seed. You know, SB Nation, you know what we ask of you. 10%. You know, if God bless you to go to work, you get paid. All right, love you, Mom. Oh, that's my real biological mom. Miss Monique is my second mom. That's my brother mom, if everybody don't know. And Greta Boss, you know, she my mom. All right? But listen, I want you to sow a seed. If I said anything, I want you to sow a seed. But, you know, remember to return your tithes. God asked you. He didn't ask you. He tell you to bring your tithes. You know, out of everything that we're going to talk about, everything that you're going to read in the Bible, it's going to be about God testing you in your giving, right? You know, at SB Nation, man, we got a vision. We got a vision like it'll absolutely blow your mind, right? But listen, it take resources. Let's be honest. You know, it's going to take resources. It's going to take, you know, teamwork. It's going to take, you know, people believing in the vision. I'm telling you, I'll be for another 2 hours explaining the vision that we got. You know, but but I can tell you about the ones that we do have in motion that we're trying to get off the ground. We got our 360 project. We're getting ready to do a complete turnaround on the building that's going to add things to serve the community like never. Everything we doing is to set us up to serve the community. We adding a place for your child to come and worship and learn on their level. We're adding, you know, studio. We're adding things like that so we can serve the community, so we can be better effective, right? We just want to be effective, but it's going to take resources. We can't do it for free. Most of all, whatever you get of God, He gonna always give you back double. He gonna always make sure you straight. You know, Tevin Young called me Sunday. He was so excited Sunday, right after church. He like, man, I gotta call somebody. He said he was driving, going to the studio, and he saw a young man that was pulling a lawnmower and the weed, look like, he cutting grass and stuff like that. And he said, man, I had a sow in his life. I had to sow. He said he sold $40 in his life. And not 2 minutes later, his daddy sent them a $50 seed. Just sent it to him out of nowhere. He just sent this $50. He wasn't expecting them. He didn't owe him. He said by the time he made it to where he was going, his daddy sent him $50. Right? So what I'm saying is, if God is laying something on your heart to do it, God not going to make sure you be in a bind. He's not going to make sure you struggle. So God going to show you. He going to blow your mind. I'm telling you. He said 2 minutes later, his daddy sent him a cash app out of nowhere. Bless them, man. So I'm telling you, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Right? And being part of being balanced is knowing that you have to give. I don't care what you do in life. You don't go to church. You have to tap into giving if you want to prosper. You have to tap into giving. You have to be able to trust God with your giving. He said he loves a cheerful giver. Don't give it if you're going to murmur and complain. Don't give it if you're going to say, I shouldn't have gave that. I shouldn't have gave that much. You give whatever God lay on your heart. And I'm telling you, God will take you from 0 to 100 in no time. I'm telling you, he done prove himself. He keep proving himself in my life, my wife's life, and the people around me, man. Everybody around me, they're prospering, right? Everybody that understands how God works they are prospering. So I want you to tap into it, man, and don't be afraid to trust God. It's going to be a sacrifice. It's going to take time, but you got to trust God. As Fred was telling us today, a testimony at work, how he started saving, him and Tamika. They started saving for the build a house. Didn't know how he was going to do it. He didn't know how he was going to do it. He said, but when it came time to have a down payment, he had what he needed because he was sowing it. He was trusting God. He was doing what he's supposed to do. He was saving what he could. You do what you do and God going to take care of the rest, man. I'm trying to help you. I ain't trying to finesse you out your money. Listen, the church don't need your money. I'm trying to get you blessed. I'm trying to get you in a place where you can see the other side of God. Right? If you don't believe what I'm saying, I don't want you to give. Listen what I'm telling you. If you don't believe nothing I'm saying, don't you dare give, because all you're doing is hurting yourself. But I'm talking to some people say, I want to believe God. I want to test God in my giving. I'm going to sacrifice. I've been giving 5, but you know what? I'm going to start giving 10. I usually give 10 on Sunday, but you know what? I'm going to start trusting God with a $20 seed every Sunday. And you stay consistent, God will blow your mind. We got several ways you can give. Text to give a fly, online at mysbnation.org, or even Cash Out. Everybody got Cash Out. My SB Nation. That's what I'm telling you. Put that seed in the ground and you name it. And you stay consistent. Don't just put one seed and give up and thinking, oh, well, I'm expecting God. No, you keep giving. You keep trusting. I'm telling you, God will blow your mind. God will blow your mind. You keep working the principle. I'm trying to be debt free. Right? One of my goals is to be debt free. Because when I die, I don't want to leave no debt to my daughter. I don't want to do it. So we trying to work hard to be debt free and put her in a position to live her life. Because let's be honest, life getting tough. Life getting tough. So what? Having a head start for your kids, putting them in a position when they get out of college where they ain't got to just struggle or, go get a job. No, listen, I want her to be in position to where she can be comfortable. She can go to school and be comfortable. And when she get out, she got a little head start. So she ain't got to stress and worry about it, right? So, and all that's going to be a part of sowing your seed. God know my heart. He know I want to break generational curses. He know I want to change lives around everybody around me. God know that. Me and him talk about it every day. I know it's gonna happen. I know for a fact it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Eventually, everybody around me lives gonna be changed. You watch what I tell you. You know, we gonna break generation curses because before I died, God made me promises. He made the people around me promises. I'm decreeing, declaring that everybody around me gonna be multi-millionaires. You watch what I tell you. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow your mind. So don't miss it. You can't be connected to people that trust God and they give and they sow seeds and they pay tithes, and you don't want to give, but you want to reap their benefits. No, we ain't no. Let's give together. Let's give on a corporate. I'm telling you, God will blow your mind, man. We got so much stuff instead. We trying to take the church to another level, right? I'm trying to do something that never be done. I'm trying to figure out how to get the church on Metaverse. I be thinking about all kind of crazy stuff, but it's gonna take resources. But Apostle Shaw and that lady got a vision that'll blow your mind. So I want you to sow that seed. I'm getting ready to pray. I'm gone. I want you to sow that seed and put a name on it. Remember, you get some rest. Number 2, you talk to your family. Dear Heavenly Father God, we thank you for being good. We thank you for most of all for allowing us to make it another week to talk about your goodness. God, I pray that everyone that decided to show up that's under the sound of my voice, whatever that's causing them to be who you called them to be, we'll pray you'll start moving things out of their way so they can grow and be effective. Let them, God, sit down and have those conversations as husbands, as wives, as moms, as dads, as sons and daughters. Have those true conversations so everybody can be balanced, so we can go out and be effective, so we can go out and change a nation. God, we love you because we know for a fact that you didn't bring us this far just to leave us. We thank you for what you're doing. We know everything is all well. We thank you. God, we pray you wrap your arms around the ones that's probably dealing with some kind of depression or some kind of, they feel like life is too much. They feel like giving up. They feel like, don't we cancel those suicide thoughts? God, I pray you give that person that's weak, give them strength right now. And give them the motivation and the willpower. Show them the way, God, where they can start over. They can keep fighting. Let them know it's never too late. And God, I ask anyone that needs to be saved, that don't know you, that they'll give their life to you. Listen, if you want to be saved, if you're saying, I don't know Christ, but I want to know about the God you're talking about, I want you to connect with us. I want you to connect with us, right? If you need prayer, if you need any kind of prayer, I want you to connect with us. I promise you, somebody gonna contact you. Somebody gonna walk with you. They're gonna be with you until you feel comfortable or you feel like I can go on now. So we here to help. We here to serve. But if you don't open your mouth and have that conversation, it can't get better. So if you need prayer, I want you to connect with us. Kelly, put the prayer up there. I want you to connect with us. Text Pray SB to 55498. SB to 55498. And I promise you, somebody gonna call, connect with you. We're gonna pray with you. We're gonna help you. We're gonna point you in the right direction so you can start your life to be balanced. I love you. Until next week, remember, have those conversations. It's very important. It's very key that you have those conversations. Till next week, y'all be blessed. Peace.